So, hi guys, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Kavita. Good evening, Anuradha.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Shruti.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So, how are you guys? How was the day? आज का दिन कैसा था? Shruti, your network is working? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Just few minutes. Network is not working properly.
Okay. No, take your time. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Satya, tell me how the things are moving on.
Things are moving on very great. Good evening, everyone, and sir. The day was very good.
So, is there any improvement? Are you experiencing in you?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, there is improvement, and things are going very well these days.
Oh, very well means what? How you are deciding that it's a very well?
Because I'm feeling something different than earlier.
You are feeling more confident, more
Yes,
relaxed,
exactly.
not too much worried like
Yes,
earlier.
yes, sir.
It is reflecting on your face also. Your confidence is reflecting on your face.
Thank you very much, sir.
So that is there. So today we are going to talk about one element which already we want, but we have also, but we don't use, or we don't know how to use, when to use, and we have to search that what exactly do you have or not. Why some people are very much successful by using that element. So today I'm going to talk about courage. Many times you have heard in the especially the moral story that he was a very courageous king, and his courage has saved so many lives. So what do you mean by courage? It's a very important element of our life, and nobody has taught us that how we can be a courageous person or how we should develop our courage. Yeah, is there any correlation between risk, fear and courage, or confidence, or these are correlated things? So how come we'll understand that how this courage can help us or take us to the bigger or the next level, something like that? So who is going to try this subject, courage? Who is having enough courage to go first?
Sir, may I?
Why not? Why not, Kavita? So Kavita has proven that she is more courageous than rest others. She has taken the risk. Yeah, go ahead. Talk about courage.
Sir, fear is a something. It's like a resistance which we create because of before doing something we started thinking about its pros and cons, or it will be successful, or what if I will not do in proper way and I will get some punishment or anything. Fear will be of any type. So that resistance is fear. But when we try to overcome that fear, when we crosses that boundary of resistance.
बोलिए आपका माइक बंद हो गया. हाँ.
So like we have heard stories of many persons who tried to reach highest mountains of the world like Mount Everest. So they also had felt fear like they will be successful or not, but they tried. So their that step when they thought I'm going to do this, that is the courage which which leads them to their success. And they take there was also a risk when they were climbing the mountain. So there were risk of losing their life, but still they reached, but still they tried to reach at the peak of the mountain. So according to me, fear is something which is created by yourself, which is our inner resistance, which stops us to do something else, which stops us to get out of our comfort zone or try to do something different which we do generally in our daily life.
Very good. Yeah. So who is the next? So today we are talking about courage. Khushi and Shruti. Yeah, go ahead. Who is going to talk about courage? Grab the opportunity, guys. Courage is a very, very known topic, which you are knowing since ages. Satya, why you are not trying? Try today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Courage is something that we needed most of the time, because I see that we want to live in our comfort zone most of the time, but getting out of our comfort zone required courage and uh, fear. When we overcome our fear, like, I'm not able to construct what I'm thinking into sentence right now.
Mhm.
Like,
Say anything and move on.
yes, sir.
Courage
Like,
means even adjusting the sound of a laptop is a courage. Sometimes we don't have enough courage to adjust the sound so that other people can listen us or we can listen other people.
yes, sir. Like, courage
Or
is
sometimes we don't have a courage to say that I am not listening you properly. Many times we face such kind of situation. Somebody is calling, still we are not able to listen properly. Then also we try to assume by our own. We don't have enough courage ki, okay ma'am, sir, I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you call me again or should I call you again? This is also courage.
yes, sir. Courage is also about
Courage doesn't mean that you have to move the mountain only.
courage also require confidence. And in schools or colleges, we are called for public speaking, or if we have to speak on front of very people, then it also required courage. And it's all about choice, whether you show your courage or sit on your comfort. And we call that someone is courageous if they, it's not that courageous people are not fearful, not feeling fear. They just not let that fear dominate on themselves.
Yeah, many IS PCS aspirants, they are consistent in their approach, failure after failure. They also keep preparing, for the exam. That is also a kind of courage.
This is also a courage. Believing in ourselves is also a courage. And doing things and trying to do new things without having prior knowledge about it, sometimes it's called taking risk, but it is also courage. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. Yes, Surbi.
A very good evening to everyone. So, according to me, courage is like that the ability or the confidence for doing a work that we don't want to do. And apart from courage, if we talk about fear, it is like that we all know that it is just a mythology that we are having a good part and we are having a bad part. In cartoons also, that they show that our bad part always say us that you can't do this, just leave it, or just do bad things to do something good. But our good part always says that good, do good things to get good things. So I think that courage is like that, just keeping shut our inner voice that don't discourage me. I want to do that for to keep me to do something courageous, or to do that will make me successful, or that all the world will say that I'm a good person. It is just example, but courage is a more of confidence and having faith in it. It's a, that we can do that work. We are having the ability to do that work. In history we read that there was many kings who were ruling on the kingdoms, but in the era of when the era of Gupta period starts, that kings only used to do the Ashwamedh Yagya, and that in that yagya they used to make the horse run in other kingdoms, and wherever the horse go stops, that kingdom will be there. But if anyone has the courage that they can save their kingdom for that king, they do war. So I think having the courage that we can do this, we are having the ability to do the work, that is courage. And the thing that makes us not to do the thing that always takes our foot back for doing that work is fear. And they are also correlated with each other, because if we will give more priority to the fear, we will always do bad things, or we will demoralize ourselves for not doing the things. And if we just keep the fear part away from the work, if we have the courage, if we think we are having the confidence, then we will do the work very courageously. So that's it.
Very good point. Good point you have raised. Yes, Shruti Singh.
Yes, sir. Sir, according to me, courage is our internal feeling
रुक
which
जाइए, हिलिए मत. एक जगह स्टैटिक हो जाइए एंड देन आप स्पीक. ये भी बॉडी लैंग्वेज का हिस्सा है, राइट? तो हमें जो छोटी छोटी गलतियां हैं उसको भी यहाँ पे करेक्ट करते जाना है, ठीक है? बुरा मत मानिएगा मेरी बात का, मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव केवल ठीक करना है.
that's why I'm come here.
हाँ, तो जो भी छोटी छोटी गलती होगी तो भी मैं बताऊंगा आपको, ताकि वो कमी आप बाहर कभी कोई उससे डिराइव ना कर सके कि नहीं इसके अंदर ये कमी है, ठीक है? चलिए.
Yes, sir. Sir, courage is
आपका कैमरा स्थिर रखा हुआ है. अब आप अपना हैंड मूवमेंट जो भी कह रहे हो, जैसे एक आदमी दिल से बोलता है ना, कन्विक्शन के साथ.
Yes, sir.
उस तरीके से आप बोले एंड देन सी की डिफरेंस कितना आ जाता है. मतलब आप अगर सत्या को अगर किसी ने देखा हो शुरुआती दौर में, मेरे ख्याल से खुशी, तुमने देखा था सत्या? आज का सत्या और उस समय की सत्या के फेस में जमीन आसमान का फर्क है.
Yes, sir.
कॉन्फिडेंस देख रहे हो आप?
Actually, at the starting of the class, she had a static face, but now she always keeps a smiling face throughout the class.
Yeah, even you can see yours, Anuradha and Surabhi also. The kind of confidence you guys are exhibiting. Even Kavita, initially first 2-3 days, and now she's becoming very confident. So your face will also get changed. I told you, na. Today I am telling, after a month, your friend and relative will come and they will say ki aap badal gaye. So that is the power of this class. Along with your thought process, your body language, your face, your confidence, everything will get changed. Yeah, chalo. We will work on every aspect. चलिए श्रुति, conviction के साथ बोलिए, दिल से बोलिए, लगे कि वाकई आप उसमें believe करती हैं जो बात बोल रही हैं आप.
Yes, sir. According to me, courage is internal feeling ourselves, and which encourage us to do things, to do a task or a work we have we seen. Not only the big work or a task that we are doing, courage is needed in each and every small task even. For courage, for study, we need a courage. For doing any home work, we need courage. And for any other work, we need a courage. Courage is needed in every work we have seen. And we have seen our the successful people. All the successful people are become success only because of their courage. They do their tasks, they do their work with courage. That's why they are success today. And we have to work on courage. We have courage in our life. It is the most important. And courage, courage is very intense, sir. If I taking the example, I have a courage to learn something new, something adventurous, something different, something unique. That's why I'm joining this classes, this course, and I have courage. That's why I cracked the interviews, and I believe that I am the best college, and this is because of courage. And courage is needed in everywhere. Even when I am playing any game and I do not pass their level, then I have courage that I have to pass it. Then I was playing in morning, that I remember it. So courage is required in every parts of life, in each and every parts. Like for small tasks to large tasks, courage is important. Because of courage, we are success. Either in a we talk about a qualification, either we talk about their our life struggle in everything. Courage is required.
Thank you. Yes, who is going to speak? Grab the opportunity, guys, because numbers are growing.
So I am left.
Okay, yeah, Khushi, go ahead.
Good evening to everyone. For today, our topic is courage. So courage is it is a human quality that is not inbuilt in anyone. It comes through the prior what is this? The prior phase of the life. So courage is something we require that when we do something new or something risky or something that is totally it will be helpful to us, but we are not able to do it because of feeling that will I be able to do it or not? Will I fail, or when I will do it, can I get success or not? So for fear with fear, mostly we correlate fear with the only physical things we need courage to ride a bicycle, to climb a mountain, to climb a tree, to do something. But in my opinion, I think courage is something like it is much more than a physical thing to a mental thing. Courage is something that prepares us mentally for doing things, because if our mind is not ready to do anything, we will not be our body will not correspond to it. Our body listen to our mind. Therefore, courage is something that prepares us mentally for a situation. Sometimes we do some mistake and we want to accept it, but there is fear among us that will I be able to do that or not. So at that time, a little bit of courage among us can give us the strength to accept our failures or mistakes. So, and many times when it comes to courage, Survi has said that in history that Ashwamedh Yajna has been done, and the king will require that strength of courage to stop that horse. So, there is in the in politics in today's class only we have learned that sir said that we the Indians have given other the opportunity to rule among us, not that Britishers don't have the power to rule over us. We have given them that opportunity. We have shown them that we are limited. We are not courageous at all. When that Britishers or the other Dutch Portuguese come to India even during the Aurangzeb's rule, but he limited them to some provinces or only to the business. But afterwards, when they came to India, then the rulers were not strong enough. They were not courageous. They were they were influenced by that Britishers demands or everything. They think that yeah, they are superior to us or like that. So courage means, and if we didn't show courage at the right time, then we can lose many things, because many a times there are something we say that it is a one-time opportunity in our life, and at that time we miss that opportunity in thinking about that. Should I do that or not? At that time, if we show courage at the right time, then that opportunity can change our life to a better aspect. And one more thing, as a student, we need courage for many things, because from changing from schools to the college life, we needed courage to shift from that. We have courage among us, even though it is not that something superficial or like that, but we have courage. That's why we are accepting changes in our life. Sometimes we think that we are not courageous because I am not able to accept the new situations, but we don't think about that. We are courageous. Everyone is courageous in their life, because if they are not courageous, they will not wake up in the morning, and that night that come in our life after that day, that will also not come. We are courageous. That's why our day passes by smoothly, and not every day of our lives is smooth. There are many ups and downs in our life, and many a times that situations come sometimes we have to deal that situation with self-confidence or sometimes with courage. So that many a times that self-confidence fails and courage comes forward, and we came forward, and many a times it happens that the courage steps backward and that self-confidence comes forward to help us. So courage can be a mixture of many feelings or many behavior among us. Sometimes courage is accompanied with the self confidence, or sometimes it is accompanied with that a sense of responsibility. Many things we have seen that many people they are totally lethargic and don't do their work. But sometimes when some extreme situations come among them, that at that time they suddenly change and start doing everything people at that time they're shocked what happened to him, what happened to him, did he change so suddenly? So this means that extreme situation that has happened in his life has given him the courage to change himself. He was lethargic from a long time, but that one thing that happened has changed him totally. That one situation has given him the courage. So likewise, we see that at the road, we all go through the roads or many things in our daily life. So, sir, when we go through that, we see many a times some accidents happen at the road, and most of us don't go near that. And because we think that if we will go there, at our time will be wasted, or we will be met up with her situation, or we have to go through that police and all that thing. So at that time people show timidness, they don't come up with courage. They should have the courage that yeah, this someone has done something wrong, I should stand for that. So I think that courage means doesn't only mean that we should take a stand for ourselves, we should show courage for others. Sometimes we should show that courage for others also, the courage that we have in ourselves can help others too. And we can't only change by ourselves. If we want to some change in our life, then somehow society is also related with that. So if we have is going through a situation that is not related to us, but yeah, if my interruption in that situation can make a change, then I should have that courage to change that, and we should interrupt at that time, because a little interruption by me can make a big change. Because I am only I am a teenage, and if I interrupt among this and I will show the courage, then not more people, but 2 or 3 elders that will come forward to support me. Among that crowd, there will be 2 or 3 uncles or aunties who will come forward and say that no, this girl is saying right. She has shown the courage that that man was one time I remember that I was going through my school. I was in early class 8th. So that time someone hit my bicycle from the back, and I just stopped my bicycle and said to him why did you do that? I was going from the right track and there was also signal and everything. Why did you do that? Then at that time that boy say that no, you were stopped suddenly. But at that time I saw that there were some shopkeepers from other from the tent. They came to me and they said no, this girl is right. She was going in a right way. You were the one who did wrong. So at that time, I think that uncles have showed the courage to help me.
Very good, very good. Yeah. So give a break. So Khushi is utilizing this session like anything. Good. Yeah. Yes, Shanshi. Anuradha, why are you not showing courage? You should get the opportunity much before. Why you are thinking that you will be given an opportunity? Yeah. Yeah, Shanshi, you can go ahead because you have raised the hand. So after this, Anuradha, you can talk. Yeah. Shanshi, your mic.
Hello.
Yes, 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 Anuradha. Shanshi. बोलिए. Yes, sir. Shanshi.
My name.
हाँ बोलिए 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 बोलिए, आवाज आ रही है आपकी थोड़ी बहुत। Not so clear. So do one thing, you can speak after Anuradha. Yes, Anuradha, can you speak? Shansi is having some network issue. Yeah.
Very good evening to all. Today's topic is courage.
Hmm.
Then start with the quote which comes in our mind. Courageous people or student or child can do anything. Courage is a human nature that we have to need to do anything, to do any work. We need to have courage. Like we are having courage from our elders, also our parents, our sister, our brothers. They are using, and also courage is related to confidence. If we have confidence, we have courage, and courage is needed even on a single or even on a small things. We have to need courage to answer in front of in front of our classroom, to answer any question, or to tell the teachers even that your voice is not coming and I didn't understand you properly. That time of also we need to courage. We need to have courage. And courage is I think, like failure is the success. Failure is the key of success. Likewise, fear is the key to having courage. If we have fear about anything, after the and we want to come over that fear, at that point we have the courage. So like failure is the key of success. Likewise, fear is the key of having courage. I think so. Thank you.
Yeah, Ayushi, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah,
Yes,
Ayushi.
sir.
Good
Good evening, everyone. Sir, according to me, the topic is today's topic is courage, and according to me, the courage is just like an ability to overcome our fear, which seems to be unpleasant and unsurprising for anything. And so, I think many people in our society seems that thinks that the courage is just about the physical powerfulness, but according to me it is the balanced state of thoughts and intellect. If we are not intellect, at the same time, if we are physical powerful but we are not mentally balanced, then we can't be a courageous person. I think in today's world it is needed more to be mental courageous than the physical courage. Sir, I think for a student life, everyone needs to be a mental courageous for anything. Just because asking a simple question in our class, we need to be self-confident. And I think for me, if we're talking about student life, I think a self-confidence is just proportional. I think
Pick your tone up. तेज बोलो, with conviction बोलो. अच्छा बोल रही हो. Go ahead. थोड़ा और tone up लेके जाओ.
I think for me, a self-confidence is just proportional to the courage in students' life, because being a man
Directly proportional or indirectly proportional?
Directly proportional.
Like you said something, na, ki courage is directly proportional to confidence or something like that.
Directly proportional to a mental courage. I
mental
think
courage.
being a mentally courageous person needs to be a self-confident person first, because if we are not self-confident, we can't think that we are self-courageous. Even for a physical powerfulness, also we need to be self-confident that I can do this. I think for me, only I can do this is not the good sentence, because it's overconfidence. It will come in overconfidence.
Open your mouth.
Sir,
Give more
today
clarity.
not my earphone, so I think the voice is not going
No,
properly.
no problem. Your voice is coming. I'm saying the way you are talking, open your mouth little bit more so that it should be more clear in listening. Your content does not matter. What matters the most is your tone and your pitch and your body language. 93% of the time you'll get marks just because of your body language and your tone. Use this power while you are communicating or speaking with anybody.
Sir, I think courage is a union of physical powerfulness with the mental powerfulness.
Union,
So,
it seems like that you are a mathematics student who studied algebra very much. Yeah, that's why you're using union and intersections.
maybe, but I was not a very good student of maths.
Okay, good.
And sir, I think it is a balanced state of thoughts and intellect. Sir, according to me, courage is important in every student's life. It's not, if we will grow up, it will be needed. But in this stage, we are needed a courage with the self-confidence. Thank you, sir. Only this much I want to say. I think
Good. I think you have spoken very well. Yeah, Nikita and Anshika, seems like that you guys are not existing today. Not, you're not in this class, or your network is not working. What is happening? You guys are not opening your camera. Nikita and Anshika, are you there?
Good evening, sir. Sir, network issue.
Network issue. And Anshika? So Nikita, would you like to talk about courage? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Anshika. Network is not working.
Yes.
Nikita, can you speak on courage? No. Okay. So Shansi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you speak a little louder, because we are not able to hear you properly?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead. Courage is the topic. I will come to you, Kavita. Let's finish first round, then I will come to you. Don't worry. Yeah.
Sir, it is said that when a winner wins, then record is created. But when a failure wins, then the history is created. But like how? What is the rule that failure wins? That courage, that thought that you are going to win. That is courage. The feeling, that beautiful thought that yes, even after failing, you can win. That like either you win or you lose. But keeping this thought in your mind, this is courage. Because at every point, many people get stopped and many people go on. The people who are going on, they are filled with courage. They are running in the race. They didn't stop at that time. That means they are courageous. Like even it's courageous is not only directly linked to winning trophy or everything. It is also linked with standing out again. Like everybody knows that what is happening, what is wrong and what is right in society. But when you are able to speak for that thing, when you are able to speak against that wrongdoing, then you are courageous. When you're able to stand out in the crowd, that is courageous. So this is what for me courageous is.
Good, Shansi. You are always very articulative. Develop your power. No, you see, always use very articulative words or some phrases. So you are a English literature student?
No, sir, I'm a history student.
Okay, you are from history background. Okay, great. Yes, Kavita. Yeah, you can talk.
So, according to me, the definition of courage is different for different people. So, like for few.
Kavita, first you free yourself. You always hold yourself while you are speaking. First, you. Whenever you are speaking, speak so loudly, speak so freely, and speak so. मैंने कहते हैं कि एकदम conviction लेके आके बोलो. Bring those convictions. Ki, yeah, whatever you are saying, that is the only truth of the world. Bring that conviction through your body language, through your tone, and through your expressions. Otherwise, you are static. Try करिए.
So, definition of courage can be different for different individuals. Like for few people, it will be
Definition of the courage can be different for the different people. I'm also saying the same thing, Kavita. Is there any difference the way I am saying, the way you are saying? बताइए. Please analyze.
No, sir. But as I said, when I started speaking, I felt totally blank. But I'm trying to overcome that. But same thing is happening also. But
You are also saying the same word, like definition of the courage can be different.
History, polity, geography, then I say sentences influently because I remembering that things. But when it comes something related with psychology, then I feel totally blank.
It's not psychology. It's your real life. It's your common sense. Where is this? Even in history, geography, lots of courageous elements are there. Create that ability to connect everything with everything, and everything is interrelated. Don't worry about that. Nothing belongs to only one subject. It's not like that.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. So the definition of courage can be different for different people. Like for few people, it will be courage will be related with their mental health. Like for introverts, the definition of courage will be they have to speak in front of people. They needs a lot of courage. And as you also said, for few students for clearing UPSC, for it took them a lot of courage to think about that exam only. And for a few people who are not physically fit, who has lost their body parts, for them the definition of courage can be to overcome that problem. So I would like to share a story of a popular personality of Pakistan whose name is Muniba maybe Manari. Maybe I'm not pronouncing her name correctly. So she lost his legs and spinal cord in an accident. But doctor said that she would not sit properly. Even she was not able to walk. And doctor has also said she will not recover her this problem. But when she was alone in her bedroom, she thought about it, why I could not walk, why I could not sit just because only doctors said about it. She tried, and at present day she can walk. And doctors are also surprised how this happens. And she is one of famous personalities of Pakistan. She is a motivational speaker also. And so in ancient time, or there were many historians who used to say that peoples of Europeans are more courageous than Asian peoples, just because the situations, just because the Europeans people used to live in a climate whether they were unable to meet their basic needs, so hardly they had to work a lot just to fulfill their basic needs. So they are more courageous. And Asian peoples had they reach everything so easily. So they do not even think or they were not familiar with the word courage. So like I would like to share that in medieval history, when there was a food crisis in Europe, there were a lot of war was happening, like glorious revolution and many other things. Then they need a proper food. There was a crisis of a food. So there was a person whose name we all know, that Columbus, who discovered America. So at that time it was he took courage, he firstly he took courage. He was to discover sea. He heard about India that there is plenty of spices and a lot of foods is available in India, but they were not able to reach India through Asia. So they had to discover sea routes. By sea routes, they could reach in India. So he took courage to discover sea routes, and only because of his courage, we are today familiar with the new world, which is America. So courage, according to me, the courage difficult situations help us to develop courage in individuals.
Very good. So through this process, you guys are not only your vocabulary, your imagination power, whatever you have read, now you are utilizing. Whatever you read in a book, now you are utilizing by telling the story or picking some words from there, right? So anybody else would like to contribute more regarding the courage?
Yes, sir, I want to speak.
Nikita, please speak.
Yes, sir. According to me, courage is the word that when we listen courage, automatically in my mind that courage, we need courage to speak anywhere, like in this session. Also, we need courage to speak what comes in our mind. We have to convert into words and speak here. We should have courage to speak that thing, that thoughts, what comes in my mind. We have to, when we have to answer any place, any public place, then we have to we should have courage to speak. And every day when we have to any work, any new work, then we need courage for that. And for being a student, when we have to speak, when we have to present in our class, we have to present any new topic with our classmate, then we need courage. And that's also.
Okay, good, Nikita. I'm really happy that you are contributing. Yeah, very good initiative. Yes. Yeah, who is the next? Yes, Surabhi, you want? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So in the second round of speaking, I would like to...
One second, Anshika, are you able to speak? The network is working? No.
Yes, sir, it's because I'm this. So is it? So is it working? Is my voice audible?
Try to speak at least first round. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, speak up.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So courage. When we talk about courage, it does not mean that we are talking about a muscular power or physical power. Okay, we are talking about that courage is something that how we react to a situation. If we got scared from the situation, then we are just backing off from the situation, and that is what fear is. But if we are standing and we are just putting ourselves in that situation and going to come out with that, that is what courage is. And so some of the example I would like to take, like sir, we had learned about Malala Yousafzai.
What?
Malala Yousafzai, sir. Malala Yousafzai.
Malala Yousafzai.
Yeah. So who had shown a courage to stand against all that thing and make her point on the girls' education. That girls' education is why important, how important. So, sir, she had shown a courage to do that. And when we talk about courage, is just not about fighting in a war or just fighting in a fields or just all that. But courage is something, it's when how we react to the situation or how we make it different from our compatibility or our intellect or our physiques, something like that, sir. I would like to say. Thank you.
Very good. बहुत अच्छा बोला आपने. Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Surabhi. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. So, in the second round of speaking, I would like to say that, courage, it also means that making our disabilities our strength. If we are having something not great, or having the that we are our low working area that we are having, if we will make that our strength, it will be more good for us. Because I think, like, if as we see many beggars are there in our country who always say that we are not having money to eat or to feed our family.
Wait.
And
don't try to speak. Try to make us understand. Suppose you want to say that there are many beggars on the street. There are many beggars on the street where we are finding that they don't have enough courage to go and stand up for themselves. They cannot invest any single pie, even though they can do the business. They can earn that money by themselves, but they don't believe upon themselves.
yes, sir. Okay, sir. So, like, we can see many beggars in our society who used to say that we are not having money
कोई
to.
एक वर्ड पकड़िए श्रुति, सुरभि, उसको ऊपर ले जाइए, हाईलाइट करिए, तेज आवाज में बोलिए, ताकि वो लगे कि इसी वर्ड पे आप फोकस करना चाह रहे थे.
Okay, sir. So, like,
डिफरेंशिएट कर दीजिए कि like whenever we are talking about the society को आपने एकदम से हाईलाइट किया, या तो नीचे ले गए या तो ऊपर ले गए. फिर देखिए आपका टोन कैसे चेंज होता है. सीखना पड़ेगा.
Okay, sir. Okay. So I would we can see that in our society there are many beggars who used to make their disabilities, or we can say that their low
who show their disability को एकदम से ऊपर ले जाओ, आसमान की ऊंचाई तक ले जाओ. एक वर्ड को इतना तेज ऊंचा आवाज में बोलो.
Okay, sir. Who show their disability
और show their में कोई फर्क ही नहीं है. एक गैप आना चाहिए इस वर्ड में. एक पर्टिकुलर वर्ड में इतना गैप लेके आ जाओ कि हर किसी की निगाह उसी पे जाएगी. कहना क्या चाह रही थी. एक वर्ड को काफी ऊंचा ले जाओ, काफी तेज आवाज में बोलो, जो मर्जी करो, बट बाकी वर्ड जो बोला और उसके में दोनों में काफी डिफरेंस दिखना चाहिए. करके देखो एक बार.
Okay, sir. Who show their disability as their weakness. I think if they will work on that part, if they get much money to make a small business. Even I see many students, they are doing much, going to school, and in their free time they used to sell newspapers too, just because they don't want to beg. So I think that more of showing their weakness as their showing their disability as their weakness point, I think they should be make their weakness point as their strength. As if we talk about our respected Prime Minister Shri Damodar Das Narendra Modi, he was selling chai, and everyone just disrespecting many times in parliament that he is a chai wala, or likewise that if he thinks that if he just not have the faith in himself, then he will be in that point only where he was selling the chai. But now he's having his place in the parliament that even the whole world is knowing him. And he make the courage to run India very well. Even he was just fighting against the party which is ruling from many years. And everyone was saying it is just impossible to remove 370 from Kashmir, but he has the courage to remove it and just shown everyone. And it was just a slap for whole the country that always demoralize us everywhere. So he is the most courageous person, and we should learn.
That's why he's our
from him.
leader. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's why he is our leader. And a kind of if we talk about courage, we can also say that it is more of having the potential. Like we can see that not everyone can become a doctor, a soldier, or just an engineer, because having the courage to do the operation, not everyone has the courage to do a operation or just cutting a live body to save his life. Not everyone, even many of the people just see a blood and they get they get panic very much. And not everyone has that having the so what we can say, like having the junoon or josh, having
Yeah,
that we will join the army. But after many we can see at first they are not having the courage to shoot a person. They have to build that, so it is more a kind of potential also. So that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So good, guys. Quick feedback for the day. What exactly you have gained out of this session? Yes. Let's start with Satya. Yes, Satya.
Yes, sir. I would say that courageous people are basically action-oriented people, because they don't see that what's in front of them. Like it's even if there is a fog in front of them, they will stop and wait and move forward
Okay.
and
Great.
believe in them.
Yeah, Anuradha, what was the gain for the day? What have you gained out of this session?
Yes, sir. The gain of the day for me is to I know the opinion and thoughts about the courage, and we also know that courage is something which is comes from fear. If we have fear, after then we can got the courage.
Okay, great. Yes, Shruti, how are you feeling and what was the gain for the day?
Yeah, yes, sir. The gain for the day. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So again for me the courage. Today I'm gaining from session that courage can bring you to that level beyond thinking whatever you are thinking about you because of your courage you are be there. And we are seeing in our history because of their courage they are very successful. Examples are seen in our society, and because of courage we can do everything. And from now I much more courageous about doing things, and I put courage in my life today.
Yeah. And from today, after today, you will be becoming more courageous.
Yes, sir.
Good one. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Kavita, what was the gain for the day?
So the gain for the today is I learned about what is fear and what is difference between fear and courage. And we all know that courage is an essential element in our life. Whatever we are thinking or going to do in our life needs courage. So it's a basic but an essential elements in our life.
Very good. Very good. Yes. So you should be courageous enough कि दूसरे क्या सोचते हैं आपके बारे में, what they will speak about you, you don't have to worry about that, right? So don't care, whatever you want to speak, speak. Yes, Khushi, what was the gain for the day? Take your time, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so till the time, yeah, Nikita, Ishansi, anybody would like to give your feedback for the day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nikita, tell me.
Yes, sir. The gain of the day is that today I understand what is courage and what is fear, what is difference between courage and fear. And many of us tell that we should we should to be courage, and we need every time courage to do anything. And from this session, I know that this is the session where we have to speak what comes in our mind. We have to convert into word and speak and tell everyone.
Yeah, that
This
is
is
also
the
courage.
yes, sir.
Right.
This is the gain of this session.
Okay, okay, great, very good, Nikita. Yes, Kushi.
But the gain for the day for me is like I've got a reason to build my intellect and also a bit of courage.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you are the one who is utilizing these sessions very well. Yes, Anuradha. What was the gain for the day? Have you spoken already?
Yes, sir, I've spoken.
Okay. Anybody has been left out?
Yes, sir, me.
Okay, yeah, should be. What was the gain for the day?
Yes. So the gain for the day for me was just to focus on the words which personify the sentence that, and I tried today, but from the other session, I will try it more, and I will try to make it more efficient, and I hope that it will make me a good orator.
Very good. So I hope everybody has given their feedback. Satya. Okay. So all the best, guys. Do well in your life. Lot many things you have to learn. अभी आप लोग उस लेवल पे नहीं आए हो, थोड़ा और लेवल बढ़ेगा, then we will work on some other aspects. ठीक है?